Do you guys remember the DC movie Justice League Crisis on Two Earths? Remember what Owlman said? He said that the secret of the universe or multiverse is that each new choice literally creates a new Earth. Billions of people making billions of choices, literally creating infinite Earths. That sounds an awful lot like Marvel and Loki with Nexus events, doesn't it? Anyways, welcome back, guys. Just making sure I've started. Oh, it's been a busy 24 hours, let me tell you. I should probably have looked up the guide as well. For the next batch of mini-bosses we're doing, which are the Frogs. Okay. But before that, we got the amiibos to do. So, I was extremely busy yesterday night and today. First of all, let me just mention that there's a couple of things I want to talk about today. One would think I should pick this up just in case. So yeah, I got a couple things to talk about today. So yesterday night I was pretty busy, so I had a couple chores around the house to do, so I couldn't play this. Let's see, I had the dishes to wash, I had my dog's butt to bathe, I had my clothes to clean, I had to do laundry and hang it up to dry. And then I also had, I had to cook some rice, to feed the dogs. We now start to mix rice with their dog food, just because my dogs are little spoiled princes who refuse to just eat the kibble alone. And speaking of spoiled, let me get back to that later on, because I got a story about that, about something that happened earlier today. So, we're first just going to start off by using our amiibos, of course. Because I didn't play this yesterday, I didn't get a chance to use the amiibos yesterday. And hey, free stuff! I also want to double check something I'm pretty sure I got in my game, but I don't remember. Yup, 3 travel medallions. You know where would have been a nice place to put these travel medallions? These 3 spots where the really far away King Gleeoks are. Oh yeah, these 3 spots would have been perfect to put those travel medallions, not gonna lie. But, of course, I didn't think about it. And now if I ever want to get back there, I gotta either use up a whole bunch of Zonite devices, or use up like 433 Zonite to build that, that military-grade fighter jet of ours. Oh yeah, how many arrows am I at now? 840! So we have some rebuilding of our inventory to do. Not only are we now pretty low on arrows, well, I say pretty low, I have 800. Also, restocking up on some raw meat would be nice. And of course, now that I know there's not really a cap on the amount of Zonite you can have in this game, yeah, may as well get as much Zonite as I can. I really didn't know there was like almost no limit to how much Zonite you can carry in this game. I probably should have, though, considering Zonite is like the diesel fuel of this game. I'm curious, hold on. I'm curious, because this is such a good shield, how much would it do if I were to attach it to a weapon? I know that's a huge waste of the shield, but may as well try, right? May as well just try just once. Only plus 16. Is that the same as the Claymore we just destroyed? So yeah, that's why I wasn't playing this yesterday night. I just had a couple of chores around the house to do. And then today was extremely busy at work. I mean, hey, that's a good thing, because, you know, money, profits. Remember how I said, like, maybe last week there was a day where I literally made, like, almost no profit? I did 0 sales, and I only earned $2 that day. Well, today was extremely busy, so I had a lot of money earned today. It was so busy to the point where I didn't even have time to grab my phone charger and charge my phone. That's how busy it was today. Until like 5 in the afternoon, I was so busy to the point I was not able to even go and grab my phone charger just to charge my phone. So at least that's good. At least today was rather busy. In terms of, you know, my gaming progress, that's not that great, but you know what? That's all digital, you know, pixels. The more important thing is, you know, money, real life. So today, I didn't even touch the 2 3DSs and make any progress in my double Pokemon Crystals. Yesterday night, I did get my second extra Ogerpon. And today, I was able to at least start the process to get the third. Do I have any bows that I can trash for this? Why, yes. Yes, I do. Now that we used up quite a bit of our demon bows, yeah, get ready for us to use up some of these bad ones. Is that what you guys wanted? You guys wanted me to use up all the good bows just for me to use the bad ones? So yeah, I guess I should just start talking about my day today. So earlier today, I went to see the doctor. And, unfortunately, the moment, like, the exact time I had my doctor appointment scheduled, which was 11:45 a.m., right when I got to work at, like, 11:30, oh, man, I noticed that the gym in the mall, first of all, was Team Valor, was the red gym, and it had space. So all I had to do was walk to the other side of the mall, put something into the gym to get me those daily Pokecoins. But that's not all. There was also a shadow raid happening, literally right at the time of my doctor's appointment, which is on the other side of the mall. So on one side of the mall, a shadow Zapdos raid was going to start, and there I was on the other side of the mall, waiting for my doctor's appointment. And just before I left the store, because a coworker of mine, I asked him to come a little early just because I had to go see the doctor. I asked my coworker to come a little early, so it would have been fine if I just left the store. The moment I was about to leave to go put something into the gym, into the Pokemon Go gym, yeah, customers came in. So I wasn't able to walk out. God damn it. That costed me at least maybe 5 Pokecoins. That's not a lot, but, you know, that's better than nothing. Why do I say 5? Well, a Shadow Raid would have lasted about 45 minutes. And then more than likely someone of the opposite team would have instantly, like, obliterated the Pokemon defending the gym. Just because in the mall I work at, it is, like, forbidden for Team Valor, for Red, to occupy the gym. It's always either blue or yellow. Team Mystic or Team Instinct. Red, Team Valor, is, like, so bullied when it comes to occupying that gym. But anyway, so I missed my chance to put something into the Pokemon Go gym. And I also flat out missed the Shadow Zapdos raid. God damn it. And then as I was in the doctor's clinic, just waiting for the doctor to come and see me, I did see on, like, security cameras that the store was a little busy. So it started off busy as well. So it was a non-stop day for me. I had a lot of things to juggle early in the morning because of going to the doctor. And then when I came back, it was just non-stop busy. Until like 5 in the afternoon. And by that point, it was already like too late to eat lunch. So all I did was, like, I waited until dinner time so my dad and I could go out and eat something. But I did eat breakfast at like, I don't know, 1 in the afternoon just because it was so busy. Oh, it was a busy day. It's been a busy 24 hours. A couple of chores I had to do last night. And, well, today was very busy at work, which is very good. What? I didn't want to talk to you. Yep. This is our last amiibo to use. Alright, who's ready to take down some Frox? Sizz. Any fish? I don't see any. Oh, that's okay. Let's just go and sell these armors and then get along on our merry way. What? You know what? I've also decided that I'm probably just gonna buy all the photos for the compendium just because, well, getting all of them legit is gonna take too damn long, and we're already like so far deep into this game, and like almost like we're so far along in this game, and yet nowhere near done. Like there's still so much to do. If I add the compendium to it, that's guaranteed like maybe another. The Koroks took like 25 parts. The compendium, I would assume around the same. And, well, we're collecting the rupees for a purpose, besides just trying to max out the rupees. You know, at first I wasn't even sure if the compendium pictures could be bought in this game. But yes, they can. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought maybe they couldn't be. But yes, I found out that yes, you indeed can. Alright, let's see. Froxes, here I come. And for whatever reason, this guide is telling me to do this one first. Ooh, are there golden apples? I'm just coming back here to heal up for free. Even though it's pretty unnecessary, I'm still gonna do it. Golden apple, I think I see one. Do I see one? No, I don't. My eyes played a trick on me. So about the, you know, the spoil part. So earlier today, I dealt with a family, and the two kids were spoiled as hell. This was likely a family that had money, a wealthy family. Man, wouldn't that be nice? God damn, these were like some of the most bratty, spoiled kids I've ever seen. And of course I couldn't say anything. I just had to keep all those thoughts to myself. And man, I sympathize with the parents. I see the dad struggling to, you know, discipline his kids. Like, struggle to raise his kids, like deal with the spoiled little brats that his kids were. God, I hope he doesn't ever see this. I hope he doesn't see me talk shit about his kids. If you see this, man, like, I feel sorry for you. Like, don't worry. It's just a teenage phase. They'll get through it. Because, the daughter, she was, I don't want to say picky, because the son, was even more picky. But the daughter, well, first of all, she had this attitude, this ego, kinda. So, at first, it was the father, the daughter, and the son in the store, and the mother was in a different store, still looking around, still deciding. So, the daughter picked out a couple of frames that she liked, but she wanted to wait for her mom to come and take a look first, get her opinion. Makes sense. Oh, jeez. There's, like, no quick way to get over here. Besides, like, this one. So, the father was calling the mother. And I suppose the mom said, like, she's gonna go to the ATM first. The daughter, she was like, where is this woman at? Because the mom was taking quite some time. Like, where is mom at? Where's this woman at? And then when the mother finally showed up, first of all, the daughter, she, the dad said, like, these are some kid frames for you. Like, the kid frames are too small for her, but the adult ones are too big for her. Because she had a very slim, narrow, skinny face. And then she was just like, I'm not a kid, I'm a tween. Technically, they're the same. You know, I was like that when I was younger. When I was a kid, a teen, I was like, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, I was like that. If anything, now that I'm grown up, I feel like I'm still a child. Hell, I want to go back to being a child because adulthood sucks. Anyways, so she was, you know, she's on the younger side, but she just kept on like pushing her parents. She was just saying like, what time is it? I'm hungry. Like, I want lunch. Like, saying that to her dad. And then she was like, I want a Big Mac. She, like, non-stop, she just kept on going, like, I want a Big Mac. Ooh, I do need to restock on some Zonite. But I should probably, like, save my weapons, no? Oh, well, we're down here, we may as well, just because we need the Zonite. Ugh. So, before the mother came, I was dealing with this daughter, this kid that had such an ego. And then I can't lie, it was satisfying to see, like, once the mother came, completely put the daughter in her place. Well, not completely, but still. Because also, she just kept on going on about, like, I want designer brands. I don't want that, you know, no brand crap. I want that good, big budget designer brands. Those fancy brand names. You know, like Gucci's, Dior's, Tom Ford, like those kind of big brand names. It's like, god damn, how spoiled are these kids? So, it wasn't until the mother came that I found out, like, concretely what the daughter's age was, because when the mother came and was looking at the frames that she picked out, She just said to her mother's face, like, I want the designer brands. And then her mother was like, you're 12. Like, calm down. It's like, geez, I've never... You know, this entire family, the entire family reminded me of my sister. Reminded me of the way my sister was when she was that age. And then, the way the mother acted reminds me of how my sister is now. Long story short, they still ended up purchasing. So that's good. I helped these customers for like an hour. Is that one better than what I have? Yep. So that was the daughter. At least the daughter picked something. She ended up picking a Michael Kors. So, but the son was kind of like that angsty teen kind of age, where it's kind of silent, kind of just like not really talkative. Where the parents were trying to ask, like, is there anything you want here? Take a look. He's just like, meh, I don't really want it. I don't really like anything. Kind of like that. But the son also wanted a big brand name for, you know, the little words that he was able to utter. It's like, god damn, these are some of the most bratty, spoiled kids I've ever seen. But at least they purchased, so that's what's important. So, with this family, it was actually somewhat of a pleasant surprise to see a family not act the way I expected. And that is, when people work with insurances, sometimes sometimes people or places offer a direct service, as in like, you can do the process where the insurance company pays you directly. So the people purchasing don't need to pay you first and then claim the money back. So they don't pay anything. You get the money directly from the insurance. So when I did that for them, when I did that service for them where they don't need to pay anything, they don't need to take out their wallets, no nothing. So I got paid directly from the insurance company. And for whatever reason, it was $5 short. Now, they should have had enough money, and they should have covered all of it. But for whatever reason, they were $5 short. So, I was expecting them to be like, so, can you just, like, you know, do $5 cheaper for us? Like, I fully expected them to somehow, not somehow, but just ask me, can you just, you know, do us a favor, like $5? Because I fully expected them to do that, I was just about to be like, okay, so the insurance company paid $5 less, I'll just do you the favor and I'll just call that, I'll just say that's okay. I was fully ready to do that. But what happened was, when I pointed out it was $5 less, the mother was like, oh, no problem, I could just pay that, and then just pulls out a 5. I mean, that was a pleasant surprise. It was very, you know, against the norm from what I'm used to. But at least it was a nice surprise. They didn't even ask or nothing. She didn't even hesitate. She just reached in and just pulled out a 5. I don't really want this soldier spear. Thanks for the offer, though. I don't know why we're doing this frocks first, but, you know, follow the guide. So, frocks are specifically, exclusively to the depths. So, we're back in the depths for quite a while now. And there's no towers or sky islands to make this trip faster. So getting all 40 Frogs is gonna take quite some time. Especially if I stop at every single monster camp and restock on Zonite. We're gonna be down here for quite some time. Man, I would have fought them, but never mind, I guess. Is that it? Is this big blob it? No. No, that's just the side of a wall that's painted with gloom. I need to turn up the brightness. Oh, there you are. You just camouflage with literally everything. Oh, more pose? I wonder what the cap is for pose. Or is it like Zonite? There is no cap. Is it going to be one less than 10,000? 9999? Or is it going to be like the Zonite? I wonder if there is a cap for Zonite. Maybe one less than 10,000. Part of me wants to grind this game until I reach that number. Off screen, of course. Like, I'm not gonna do another 100 parts of this just to show myself collecting Zonite. But I am curious. Okay, let's see. You are... I'll say like in the middle of this spot. This spot right here. So this is our first Frogs. Okay, let me also double check. There were 14 Gleeoks. Hold on, let me do the quick math again. 300 minus 68 Hinoxes, minus 87 Taluses, minus 4 Moldugas, and then 32, I believe 32 Constructs, and then 14 Gleeoks, 95. So we just put one down, so we have 94. Good, the math works. It works. It just works. Anyways. I forget, do we get Zonite from doing Frogs? I think we do. Oi, big boy. Yawn. A Brew White Frogs. Ooh, this is my chance. Hold on, what weapon am I using? Come on, break it! Damn it! No! Well, there goes one hit on the Master Sword. What a waste. Hey, don't you deny me my Zonite. Don't you stomp on my Zonite too. It was once a part of you. Oh, I really thought I would have got that. Oh, I thought I tried. Come on, spit me out. Did that even do damage to me? Can I stop? Get off the gloom. I know I'm not doing my usual method. Let me just try something different. Right, that's how annoying these frogs are. You can hit the skin and still use up hits on your weapons. Behold, my shield sword. God damn it, Tulin, why'd you do that when I was so far away? Okay, at least I didn't, you know, I didn't use up a hit there. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to doing my usual method. Bruh. Bruh. This is only one, and we got 40 of these mugs to do? Bruh! What am I doing? Oh my god. Can I maybe hit the eyelid? No, that did no damage. There we go. Okay, you fling me up so high. That's good. That's what you get for wasting so much of my weapon durability. Okay. So I had a dream the other night that... Okay, so I was at work, and then I just left the store for a couple seconds. Or you know, I just temporarily left the store. I look at the security cameras. This is a dream, by the way. I left the store, I look at the cameras. I see people not only about to rob my store, but also getting ready to vandalize it. I see someone with, like, a baseball bat getting ready to smash everything. So then I run back. Now, they didn't completely, like, shatter the glass, but I did see, like, them hit and crack it. So there's that. And then, you know, because my stuff was there, I go and, like... I stopped them from robbing my store. But that wasn't all. I'm assuming, like, right in the middle of here. Because I tried to look in my Switch case, my Nintendo Switch case. The only thing I found in there... Only thing I found in there was my Switch Lite. And I panic. I search around for my regular Switch that I'm playing on right now. And then I deduce that they stole my Switch. And I just start panicking. I'm just like, no! All my shinies! All my progress on my games! They stole my Switch. And they replaced it with my Switch Lite in my case. You know, Multiverse of Magic... Magic? Multiverse of Magic? Multiverse of Madness logic, or rules. That happens somewhere out there in the multiverse to me. So, poor that guy. Poor me in the other universe. Yep. So, right about in the middle of this area. So, let me tell you guys about something that happened between my friend and I. And, okay, so let me explain what happened first. He texted me asking, like, I also want to point out before I say this that for whatever reason, he keeps on coming to me for business when he works in the exact same line of field as I do. He has the exact same job and position that I do. So I'm just constantly like, bro, why can't you just do this yourself? Why do you keep on coming to me and giving me business, giving me money? I know that's a weird thing to ask. I shouldn't be complaining about him giving me business and money. But it's kind of strange since he could just do all of this himself. So why exactly is he coming to me for this? Anyways. Yo, do you not see me? Obsidian Frox. I may have already defeated it, but we're gonna kill it again. So he keeps on coming to me for business for whatever reason, when he could just literally do all of this himself. But that's besides the point. So, he texts me, asking me, like, this price range, you know, this kind of, like, big brand stuff. And, like I said earlier, do the insurance money directly. Like, can he hook us up? And I said, I didn't promise a straight up yes, I said probably. And the reason he wanted to do this with me this time is because he got a new girl. And he wanted to use up... She wanted to help her use up her insurance through me. So they came over, I think yesterday. I forget if it was yesterday or the day before. Oh my god. Oh man, I thought you bumped into the tree. And I thought I was safe from damage. I guess not. So he came over yesterday. And, oh, I can't lie that this made me mad. So, I'm not going to give away, like, all the specific details. I'm going to be a little vague about it just for, you know, confidentiality's sake. Oh my god, these Frox are gonna use up so much of my weapons. Primarily because, like, I also don't get any weapons out of this. Yeah, you see that? I keep hitting the skin and using up hits. Okay, so this part made me mad. I keep hitting the skin, so I keep using 2 times the durability. So, because his girl used up, like, parts of the insurance money already, and what they wanted, to no surprise, was over their budget now because they had less money. So, long story short, she wanted a Dior, which that brand name alone should let you guys know that it was expensive. She wanted a Dior, and then she wanted other stuff that was on top of that more expensive. And then my boy, you know, the homie right there, he really did this to me. He really did this to me. Like, he tried to bargain down the price from me. He tried to bargain down the price from me just because, like, you know, she used up a bit of her insurance money already, so she had less money to use now. My boy really bargained down the price from me. Knowing full well, I hate it when customers do that, and the fact that he does the exact same job I do. Which means, what am I doing? Which means he has customers bargain down the price with him all the time as well. This motherfucker really did that to me, knowing damn well that I hate it when that happens, and that he deals with it too. So he should know, like, how annoying, yeah, just straight up how annoying that is. So, you know, I didn't want to, that's not the spot. I didn't want to, like, wait, that's not it. Wait, where is this? I didn't want to like embarrass my boy, especially in front of his new girl, his new chick. And I also, you know, I didn't want to be like come off with a bad impression, you know, because that's the boy's new girl. So I'm like, fine, just for you, just because it's you, I'll lower the price. And what does this dickwad do? Well, first of all, nowhere in his text messages did he say which insurance company. Now, partially it was my bad because I did forget to ask. So unfortunately, his girl was with the most stubborn and annoying insurance company to deal with. Now, I'm not gonna name which one. This company in particular needs my sister to deal with. And you guys know, right now, she's on a trip. So she's not here. We weren't able to help them with the insurance on the spot. The only thing I could do was say, if you come back when she gets back here, we can help you. And it kind of circles back to what I said quite a while back about customers being like little greedy pricks. And I'm guilty of that too. I'm a customer too. You know, remember what I said before. Like, if I find a place that offers a better deal, then I'll keep going to that place. Like, for example, why would I go to this one spot that sells this product I want for $2 when this other place sells the exact same product for $1? Of course I'm going to keep on going to the $1 place. So that's exactly what these guys did. They walked around because, you know, I wasn't able to help them deal with the insurance right there on the spot. So they left. And what does this dude tell me? He texts me later on and said, "We went to another store and we purchased from another store because they were able to do it right on the spot." Now, as much as that, you know, pissed me off, understandably, like, I understood, like, you know, I'm not that out of the realm. I understood why they did that. But, you know, it still hurts. Betrayal stings like that, you know? Now, as much as that pissed me off, I didn't reply. I did not instigate. I did not, like, go in and, like, thrash the dude. I didn't say anything. I just left it as is. And I just didn't reply. I didn't instigate. So, what happened next? My boy texted us, like, in the group chat earlier tonight, and he said he was pissed. He's so angry. And, you know, I didn't reply yet. I just let him say, like, explain why. He said that this new girl of his went with, like, her ex. Oh my god. She was seen with her ex, like, his arm around her, and they took a picture together and she posted it. So, you know. So my boy was pissed. And call me, you know, a bad friend for this. Yes, I feel bad for him, but I'm also like, in a way, this is kind of karma for you. It's like, now I let him have it. Now I told him basically what I just told you guys. I'm just like, this is kind of karma for you. How are you gonna, like, you know, when you know damn well that I hate when people bargain with me, and you in the same business as I am, how the hell you gonna ask me to lower the price for you? God damn it. And I even told him too, the only reason I did it was because your new girl was right there with you. That's the only reason I did it. And then I also let him have it too. I'm just like, you piece of shit. You know damn well that not just my store, and my voice just cracked, not just my store, not just my business, the entire goddamn industry is slow. And you gonna go to another store and give them your money instead of giving it to me? It's like, you piece of shit. And then come to find out, literally the next day, this you know, this hoe was seen with another guy. I'm just like, bruh, I'm sorry for you, but in a way, that's karma for you. That's what you get. How you gonna bargain with me? And how you gonna go to another store when you know goddamn well that business in the entire freaking industry is slow? When you could have, like, you know, that money could have gone to your friend, helped out your friend and his family, but no, you decided to go to another store and give my competition their money. What? Like, you know what I'm getting at? So yes, I feel bad for my friend, but a part of me is also like, that is what you get. That is karma for you, big boy. Okay, yep. Just wanted to confirm that this is the right spot. So I was just like, bro, that is exactly what you 110 freaking % get. So, another friend of mine in our group chat, we were just talking as well. We were just like, bro, why do you always go for these, like, these hoes, these chicks who ain't loyal? Why do you keep going for these chicks who belong in the streets? Like, I don't get it. Man's a little bit older than me, so, you know, he's a little bit more desperate to find a partner than I am. Remember, he's a little bit older than I am. And, you know, we talked about this too. Like, I talked to him about this. I asked him, like, yo, how many dates have you been on lately? And he's just like, I lost count. Maybe like 8. I'm just like, bruh. Bruh. The sting of betrayal feels bad, but then again, the sweet, sweet karma feels good. Now, I know that's making me a terrible person, me relishing in one of my friend's, like, low points, where he is so mad that this chick who belongs in the streets did him dirty. But goddammit, he did me dirty, so in a way, he deserves this. And yeah, oh Jesus. And yeah, I'm just like, bro, why do you keep finding chicks who belong in the streets? Can't you find a wholesome, nice girl for a change? Preferably one who's, you know, closer to your age. I don't mean, like, you know, underage, because the last time he found a chick, she was like 21, like even younger than me. And remember, 21 is younger than me, and he's older than me. So I'm just like, bruh, can't you ever just find a chick your age? I know that's easier said than done, especially trying to find one who's wholesome. Because that 21-year-old that he was seeing previously, man, did she have a slew of mental problems. I'm just like, bro, why can't you ever just find someone nice? And once again, I know that's easier said than done. All the nice, wholesome ones are taken. I don't know. He's been having a track record lately of only finding chicks who are a complete hoes and unloyal skanks. Like, I want him to find someone, because he is like he just straight up gives off like I don't want to I don't know. He's lonely. Then again, aren't we all? Alright, you made a big mess of all this Zonite you scattered around. So now I gotta go around and pick up all this Zonite. I don't know. Also, I guess you could call me petty for this as well. I also went through our group chat, and I did not see anywhere where he mentioned the insurance company. I did not see one spot, one message that said which insurance company she was with. Man, the next time this motherfucker comes and buys something from me, I ain't even gonna give him, like, the friends discount, you know? Because whether he likes to believe it or not, I do, like, give him special treatment. Pause on that, but, like, you know. Whether he likes to believe it or not, I actually do give him, like, an extremely lowered price than I normally would for, like, the general public. Whether he likes to believe that or not, that's his problem. Okay, I see no more Zonite around. Yeah, his ass kind of deserved it. At least to me. In my perspective, he did me kind of dirty, so I'm like, yeah, your ass kind of deserved that hella hard. Like, that is exactly what your bitch ass gets. Going to another store and giving them your business instead of me, simply because, well, on one end, I forgot to ask which company the insurance is, but on the other hand, you straight up forgot to mention it as well. God damn it, like, she used her money on another store, and now they're not even together. It's like, what a waste of time and effort on both our ends. My friend and I. What a waste of time and effort for both of us. Man, he got me all excited too. One, that he met someone new. And two, because business is slow, that he was gonna come by and give me some business. Man, get my hopes up. That's what I get. That's what happens whenever my friends gets my hopes up. That's what happened when my friend told me, you know, when my friend got my hopes up telling me he matched with a Marin Kitagawa baddie. And then that's what happens now when my friend tells me, like, yo, we're gonna come by and, like, you know, we're gonna come shop at your place. We're gonna give you some business, despite the fact that I do the same goddamn thing you do, and I could easily just do that myself. Whatever he wants, I suppose. You know what? I completely forgot to talk about, like, what even happened at the doctor appointment today. Okay, so, the doctor's was more of a consultation. So, for those who don't know, that I've been losing hair, and I've been losing hair for quite some time. I know you guys can't really tell, but trust me, it is much thinner than, you know, say, like, when I was in high school. And I don't want to say, like, I may have pinpointed what the cause is, as if it wasn't obvious. But there was one factor that I did not consider previously. So, I asked the doctor, like, I asked my family doctor, like, I told her, too. I've been losing hair lately, and it's been happening for quite some time. And, well, she kind of reiterated exactly what my friends said to me. Which, okay, now that I got confirmation that that stuff is true, and it's not just my friends talking out of their ass. I wasn't thinking they were, but it's like, it's good to have, like, a reputable source verify, you know? So anyways, my friends said that, you know, men, or just people in general, they shed hair, so it's normal. They shed hair, as long as, like, not big clumps is coming out, like 1 or 2 hairs is falling off every now and then, that's normal. But in my case, it is more than 1 or 2. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's like maybe 10 a day, more than that. What am I saying, 10 a day? It's way more than that. But then, my doctor, she also, like, took a look at my head, and she said, like, no, there's no problem. Like, I don't see any bald spots. You have a thick, healthy head of hair, and I'm just like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, you see there's a lot less on the top of my head. You see, like, it's pretty thin. And she's like, no, it's pretty thick. I'm just like... Like, I'm gonna have to call cap on that, but then again, it's like, who am I to argue with the professionals? People do it in my line of business all the time. To us, but that's besides the point. So I went to the doctor to check out like why I'm losing hair, and I told her what I told my friends, and she said the same thing my friends said back to me. I told her, well, I told her I thought at the time when it started that it was a combination of stress and lack of sleep. What my friend said was, oh yeah, that's definitely a contributing factor, and that's basically exactly what the doctor said too. And so I told her as well, like, it's been happening for quite some time, and it just hasn't stopped. In fact, it's getting worse. I told her roughly when it started. So it started over 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago. It started in the year 2020, you know, right when COVID happened. Remember that period during lockdown? So what I did was I grew out my hair and I looked terrible. But, you know, mistakes were made. I didn't, you know, have it kept, like, you know, organized it. I just let it grow out like a hobo. So if I were to grow my hair again, I would know to do things differently. So it started then. It started when I grew out my hair. And then, you know, as I washed it or whatever, as I combed it or brushed it, I noticed that every now and then I would lose like long strands of hair. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but then as time went on, just more and more happened. More and more kept on falling. So, you know, I'm getting concerned. Like, this doesn't seem normal. According to the doctor, it is. So, she said that there could be a lot of contributing factors. I could be not getting enough of vitamins, like vitamin D, which I certainly am not. I am pale as hell. I am indeed not getting enough sunlight. And she said, you know, stress and lack of sleep, because I told her too, like, I can't sleep at night. And I need to wake up early in the morning. These days, I need to wake up especially early because my family's on a trip, so I have to step up and deal with everything at work. She did recommend prescribing me a certain medication that doesn't result in drowsiness. It kind of like guarantees me like 7 hours of sleep at minimum, and when I wake up from it, I don't get drowsy, because, you know, it'd be dangerous if I was drowsy and driving myself to work. And I told her, I think I'm gonna hold off on it just for now, just until my family gets back from their trip and my schedule goes back to normal. So what am I doing? If I were to try that sleep medication, I would like to, you know, get back to my normal schedule first. Oh, come on! It was standing still, and I still missed. Oh, Tulin got it. Nice. So she mentioned one cause for potential hair loss, which is something that I never considered. And I think this reason could be like one cause, or not one cause, but like one source of the issue. Oh, come on, that looked like it was hitting the eye. So remember what I said? Like, remember when I said I started to lose a lot of hair? I said it started happening in the year 2020. And something else happened in 2020. That was when Billy died. When Billy passed. And she said that one cause for hair loss, for stress, could also be trauma. Now, I'm not saying, like, I'm traumatized. But, you know, it is, like... It is the first time that I dealt with a significant loss. Which, you know, I don't know what that says, because my grandpa died way before. And, I wasn't as emotional. So I think that could have been one, like, big cause. It was when Billy died. You know, my body was... My body and mind was grieving at that time. And also, at the time, my entire life was changing as well. Like, my normal was shifting drastically. During that time, it was around... I forget if it was the first or second year of college. And college, you guys know, absolutely sucked for me. College was easily the worst time of my whole life so far. So I had a lot of, like, quote-unquote, you know, trauma from... Well, the doctor said trauma could be a cause. And my mind, like, instantly went to when Billy died. Because I started to lose hair right around the time, like, the same year that he passed. And that was also the time that school absolutely sucked. And I'm not gonna lie, like, yes, I did stress a lot, like, a lot during college. And I can't lie, I'm still stressing about it now. Even though I fucking graduated, I'm still stressing about college. How? Well, remember those exams? Those exams I need to study for and take, despite the fact that I already graduated? Yeah. I'm still stressing about those. I gotta stress about studying for them. Still stressed about, like, waiting for the results. I'm not really thinking about the exams these days. At least not until the results are out and I find out I fucking failed again and I need to retake it for a third time. So I am still stressing a lot in my life. So my doctor said, like, pinpoint the cause of the stress, remove it. And I'm thinking, yeah, like, that's gonna happen, because you know how much stuff I got to stress about in my life? Aside from school, what about business? What about money? Business is bad. The cost of living these days is astronomical. Yes, I had a really good day for profits today, but it's just one day. One day in, like, a month of, like, slow business. So, yes, I have a lot of things to stress about. And the fact that my family went on a trip, and there's even more for me to do now, that only adds to the workload. Now I gotta stress about money, school, and even more stress at work. Because now I have to handle, like, damn near everything. And, well, my poor hair is getting, is feeling the impact of it. Well, at least, you know, for the first time in a couple years, I was told I have a thick, healthy head of hair, even though that is complete cap. Like, at least that was nice to hear, even if in my mind I'm thinking that is so bullshit. Like, ain't no way I have a thick, healthy head of hair. Like, to my doctor, do you not see the patch? It's not a full-on bald spot, but, like, yikes. But once again, like, who am I to argue with the professional? She says it's normal. It looks healthy. Who am I to argue, even though I call absolute cap on that? God, I better have defeated this thing right then and there. Oops, I didn't, See, maybe this is what happened. Like, I did pin or stamp the previous ones, yes? I lost count how many frocks that's been so far. One. Shit. Hold on. I think that was the 5th frocks. Okay, we had 95, now we have 90, so that does equal 5 U's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I really hope the math is right. How many am I supposed to have after the frocks? 300 minus 68 minus 87 minus 4 minus 32 is 109. And then minus 40 frocks, 69! Nice! Anyways. Oh, stinking 2 ads. So despite the fact that today was rather busy, like, and I am rather tired, I'm still here to do this for you guys, so you're welcome. Okay, so the next one... I guess, like, around here? So, also today, during the little time that I actually played, I did catch another hundo in Pokemon Go completely randomly. Today, I caught a hundo Burmy. See? Hundo Burmy in a Pokeball. So, luckily I got that. And this Burmy is a male, so I get a Mothim if I choose to evolve it. Now, the biggest shame, and I know this is asking for a lot, the biggest shame is that this Hundo Burmy isn't shiny. Have you guys seen what shiny Mothim looks like? Shiny Burmy sucks ass, but shiny Burmy is spectacular. The blue accents with the yellow is just marvelous. Shiny Mothim is a spectacular shiny. And you guys know that I failed a shiny Burmy quite some time ago in Pokemon Go. I forget if it was earlier this year or if it was like last year. I think it was earlier this year. Yeah, I think it was. Earlier this year, I failed a shiny Burmy in Pokemon Go. How, you ask? Well, I was on my way home from work in the car, not me driving. I was on the way home, and just as we were about to turn into, you know, going home, I was on my way home doing the Gimme Ghoul in Pokemon Go. A Burmy pops up. I tapped on it. It was shiny, but I noticed it too late. I accidentally tapped the run, and it despawned instantly. I was on my way home to set some stuff up because a friend of my dad's was there, and he had to go. You know, he was on a time schedule, so he couldn't be here. He couldn't be here for long, so we had to. While he was here, we needed his help to set something up. So I wasn't able to just like run back there to where it spawned and just see if it completely despawned or not. So yeah, I failed the shiny Burmy. So we will never know if that Burmy was male or female. Oh shit. Oh shit. I could have gotten a suck-ass shiny Wormadam, or I could have gotten a fabulous shiny Mothim. We will never know. At least Pokemon Go Sinnoh Tour is happening in a few months, and hopefully, I don't want to jinx it, hopefully I can get a shiny Burmy male during that event. That's gonna be like my biggest hunt during it. Ain't that crazy? Pokemon Go Sinnoh Tour, my biggest hunt is gonna be a goddamn Mothim. A goddamn Burmy, I should say. Ain't that crazy for me to say? The shiny I want the most out of Pokemon Go Sinnoh Tour is a goddamn Burmy. Ain't that insane to say? But anyways, yeah, I got a hundo Burmy today. Too bad it wasn't shiny, even though I know that's asking a lot. Hell, if Ogerpon looked more like this thing, then I could understand the villagers being scared of the ogre. This thing looks more like an ogre than Ogerpon does. This looks like something I would see out of like World of Warcraft, does it not? Especially in the ads. Get a little closer to it. Damn it, I only had one hit left. So also yesterday night, I finally watched the series finale of Doom Patrol. And my god, let me tell you, it was beautiful. The finale of Doom Patrol was fucking beautiful. And with usual Doom Patrol, just how Doom Patrol usually is, every time in the finale I started to tear up. Because I did start to tear up from time to time during the finale. Absolutely every time I started to tear up, they do some stupid shit that just like ruins the moment, ruins the tone. So this was the series finale of Doom Patrol. So we open with the team escaping the time stream. Immortus was about to like face off our characters, and let me say, this episode started off with a rather big CGI fight. Like, it wasn't a massive fight, but there was just a lot of CGI used. So I suppose that's where a lot of the budget went, or even why there was such a big gap between parts 1 and 2 of the season, because all the CGI took so much time and money. There wasn't like any more Zonai for me to pick up here, right? Wait a second. Nope. I thought I saw like the group of Zonite deposits I could break there. Oh, no, there it is. In a way, wouldn't it make more sense for me to stamp these? Like, wouldn't these be the middle of the battlefield? I don't know. The Frox looks like it's more around like this area, though. But it seems like each Frox is protecting one of these. Well, shit. Should I go back and stamp these, then? Maybe I should. I mean, it seems like each Frox is circling one of these, which is an indicator like a Frox is nearby one of these. Maybe I should go back and re-stamp those. You know, while we're still early on in our crusade against all the Frox. Like, does it make more sense for the Frox to be here? Or over here? Honestly, it doesn't matter, but damn it. I want it perfect, in a way. Well, the game literally just gives me something to stamp, so I may as well. Okay, let's backtrack a bit. Let's take this time to talk about some more Doom Patrol. So, yeah, the battle between not only the Doom Patrol, but also the Butts. The Were-Butts. You know, instead of, like, werewolves, they're Were-Butts. If you don't watch the show, I'm not kidding. Were-Butts. And Immortus is about feathers. What was crazy was I think his name was like the Nicholas Butt. I forget what the Butt's name was. It doesn't matter. He comes in with his like wife, I suppose, and they start singing Shipoopi because in a previous like episode they do like a dance number to that song. The show's ridiculous. Okay, if you haven't seen it, it's ridiculous. Oh, look at that! I flat out forgot to break these too. I guess it's a good thing I came back. I stamped it damn near right on top of this anyways. So yeah, I think I should go back and stamp where all of these are. Yeah, at least the Frox gives me something like easy to tell where to stamp. Okay, so that's done. Now I need to head back to these three. Matter of fact, let me just like pin all of them. Or these four. I think this was the first one we did, right? Oh, I don't see any more leaves. Damn, that one's far, though. Would it be smarter to just go from here to here and then there? In a way, probably. So anyways, the fight continues, but then Immortus and the Were-Butts get sucked into the time stream. And then we come to find out later, like, they think Immortus is defeated, but then she literally returns, like, the 2 scenes later. And she said, like, the Butts work for her now. Like, they do a lot of writing for her. I'm just thinking, like, weren't they Were-Butts? Weren't they people who turned into Butts? So now all those people, like, they just left their lives and they write for you? And Immortus, for being teased to be this big bad evil villain, this all-powerful god, yeah, she just nonchalantly comes back and is like totally cool with the team now. Where she hated the Doom Patrol before, she just now shows up. It's like, yeah, we're cool, you know. Literally, the previous episode, she was just like, if I want people to love me, maybe I have to do it not by force, but out of fear. If I conquer the planet, people will have no choice but to love me. It's like, that was literally her the previous episode. But she was in the time stream, so, you know, 1,000 years could have passed. where she changed. So anyways, because our team, the Doom Patrol, they lost their longevity, and Rita was rapidly aging. And before Immortus came into the scene, Rita said like she was... Oh shit, hold on. Damn! There was a bit of lag. I wanted to let that pass. But damn it, I disconnected. Hold on. Try this again. Okay, I need to see if I'm back yet. Yeah, I think I'm back. I see myself picking my lip. It's dry these days because it's getting cold out. Who the hell threw that big-ass boulder just now? So, in the scene before, they were all having a family dinner. Rita was about to go... Oh, shit. Rita wanted to go put on, like, her suit, her uniform. But I knew where they were going. They were going to say, like, she passed away peacefully of age off screen, like, when she left the screen. And I knew it. Because when Immortus came back and was like, here, I brought a gift for you guys. Toenails! You eat these toenails, you'll become youthful and young again. So, Rouge was going to bring one to Rita, but she had already, you know, passed away in her bed. Now, at that moment, that was one of the times I started to tear up. Because, you know, it's Rita. We love Rita. And to see the character go like that, I mean, it's fitting, it's peaceful, it's, you know, it's what she deserves, to drift off peacefully instead of, like, you know, being killed. But then, you know, the Doom Patrol, they hatch a plan like, let's go to the afterlife and save Rita. But they need something that, you know, is dear to Rita, and Larry just thinks, okay, alcohol. But then, Rita in ghost form comes back in the straight up Ghostbusters looking type of special effects. Ghost Rita comes back and has one final debriefing with the team. She says this is what she wants. She's ready to rest now. You know, some team members, especially Cliff, was a little defiant, like, no, we don't want you to go. But she's, you know, she finally steps up. She's like, as team leader, I'm calling it. This is the end of the Doom Patrol. It's time to disband. So, as of this episode, as of this finale, the Doom Patrol are no more. They're finished. This group of, you know, like, kind of ghetto superheroes, bootleg heroes, has disbanded. But Rita's one final request is to burn her body. Now, I also started tearing up here, especially when Jane started, you know, singing Ave Maria, you know, like kind of Riddler style. So I started tearing up when she started singing, and then, like, in usual Doom Patrol fashion, they ruined the tone. My tears sucked back into my eyes. It was like, get back in there, not today. They took a very serious moment and made it ridiculous. Which, you know, what did I really expect? Did I expect anything different from Doom Patrol? So, Rita's gone. She's laid to rest. Her body is burned and her soul has moved on to the afterlife. So then we follow the rest of the team as they separate and move on with their lives. We see characters like Jane. She was, well, she now goes by Kaleidoscope, or K. Now, if you saw the subtitles, if you watch with subtitles, it's not, you know, K spelled K-A-Y like previously in the show. I don't know if the subtitles I watched were wrong. It just said her name is now K, literally just the letter K. So she went from Jane to Kaleidoscope, aka literally just K, the letter K. I like that kinda. I like that it goes full circle, since Jane isn't like the original. K was, K-A-Y, K was. But Jane was, you know, manifested along with the other personas, and Jane was made primary. So to go full circle, you know, technically they are in K's body, and then Jane was made primary. And now to go back to Kaleidoscope, or for short, K, I like that. So we see, I'm still gonna call her Jane. So we see Jane, and, well, she's gonna live out her days painting, or that was the plan, until Space Casey shows up, and they decide to take a spaceship and leave together. Now, they, like, literally, like, an episode or two prior, they kind of teased a romance between Jane and Space Casey, so at least they got that happy ending. When they were on the spaceship, like, just literally out of nowhere, a cat shows up, and then they finally kiss. You know, we see all this, like, woke shit lately. Doom Patrol, I don't think it feels that woke. I think Doom Patrol is a good, like, I don't want to, this is going to sound like, you know how that's going to sound. Doom Patrol actually feels like a good representation of gay characters. It didn't feel forced. Jane is, you know, lesbian for Space Casey, and also Larry, he and Keeg decide to go out and find Mr. 104, you know, Rama. And finally, they share a kiss. And, you know, Larry is able to actually kiss now, because they're out in space. What the hell is the actor's name? Not Matt Bomer. The guy that plays 104, you know? I keep forgetting his name. Senthil Ramamurthy, that's it. That's his name. Senthil Ramamurthy. Like, props for him for being able to, you know, kiss Matt Bomer in that Deadpool-ass makeup and keep a straight face. So, you know, kudos to him for being able to act through that. So, Larry and 104, Rama, they finally share a kiss. They finally get to be a couple. Out in space, in, like, I don't exactly know what happened to them, but hey, they're happy, so that's good. Cyborg, he leaves by joining his friend Derek and, you know, like, helping him out with the robotics club, a sort of, like, class. Oh, what the hell? I went from here to here, missing the middle point. Whoops. So Vic got that happy ending. Rouge, Laura, Madame Rouge, What does she do? She goes to the ant farm, the Bureau of Normalcy, and burns it down. Well, good for her. And she does it with a smile. Now it's Cliff, Robot Man's ending that really surprised me. Because Immortus gave him this sort of like crystal pendant. And she was just like, you'll know what it's for when the time comes. So Cliff went back to see his family, Clara, his grandson Rory, and I forget the name of Clara's wife. So Cliff goes back to see his grandson because he believes now that since he ate that de-aging toenail, he can spend more time with his family. But that seems like it wasn't the case. Because, you know, he still had Parkinson's and he was still freezing. So it seems like Cliff was still dying. So Cliff, he sees what the crystal was for. The crystal showed Cliff Rory's life. Showed Rory, you know, growing up, becoming a father himself, and then being a deadbeat like, I don't want to say like he was, but, well, no, like he had, I think. Regardless. And then Rory had a grandkid of his own. So before, like, Cliff was able to see that his grandson would become a grandfather himself. So Cliff had the reassurance that his family was going to be just fine. And then Cliff shuts down and passes away. And then roll credits. That ending shocked me. It was so surprising. Like, I didn't expect it too. I didn't expect the final scene of Doom Patrol to be Cliff dying. And then it just cuts to black, or fades to black. I forget which one it was. And then roll credits. The final scene of Doom Patrol was Cliff passing. All I gotta say is good luck to Clara getting him out of that car. And because I didn't expect it, it was such a surprise when he shut down and died, and then it just roll credits. I'm just like, all the hairs on my body was sticking up. Like, it really was a surprise to me. Man, it was a fantastic ending, but it was also extremely sad as well. Rita died. She did reunite with, you know, her love in the afterlife. I forget what the hell his name was. Larry is, you know, Larry found new love and I guess now has a new family with Keeg also. Jane found love as well with Space Casey. Vic, Cyborg, he is now doing, you know, the robotics club with Derek. Rouge, well, she burnt down the Ant Farm, so there's that. And then Cliff also passed away. So the Doom Patrol finale, 2 of the Doom Patrols died. Rita and Cliff. So it was very sad. But it was also a fantastic ending. What is that I see back there? What is that? Oh, that's a Talus. I have that Talus, right? Like, I did that? Yes, I do. Link will never find us. We sneak up on him and kill him. Sounds like a Yiga has infiltrated my chat. Anyways, where's that spot? There it is. That's the spot I want to pin. And you know what? It's a good thing I'm coming back. Because, you know, I flat out forgot to get the Zonite from this. And you know, I don't know if my friend was bullshitting me or not when he said that he watched like an episode and a half of Doom Patrol and then he said he was gonna put a temporary pause on it, which we all know he ain't gonna return to it. And I just told him, like, yo, you're lost, because that finale was freaking fantastic. Like, you don't want to continue with the show, that is your loss. So I for one already watched and enjoyed the show, but you don't want to? Well, that's on you. Damn, that one's far. Eee. Which one's closer? Don't think, just do. You think about it, you're just gonna waste time. Our Master Koga will love us. Who doesn't love Master Koga, right? Master Koga's awesome. He's a big goofball. But he's also so powerful, and that's why he's the leader. Despite being an absolute fool, he's the leader for a reason. You know, why else would Suga completely respect the man, huh? Oh, wait, I need my climbing gear. There really is no explanation for what happened to Suga in the main timeline. We know he died in the Age of Calamity timeline, but that was an altered timeline. We never even found out what happened to Aster in the original timeline either. Do you guys remember when Aster was first revealed? We all thought, well, not all, some thought that may have been Girahim returning. Of course, there was absolutely no way that was Girahim, but if only, right? Laria, who's talking to us? What? What? So we are dealing with Froxes right now, but what I'm doing right now is just going back and fixing some of... Ooh, look at all those poses. Fixing some of the stamped locations. God damn, there's so many poses. This is a detour, though. Like a really, really big detour. Po. Po, 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 po. 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 Large Po. Grand Po. Large Po. Anyways. My Yiga partner is Laria. I'm making Yiga lore. Is that in the game, or are you making something up? Are you talking about that one dude in the game whose, wife was killed by the Yiga? His name is escaping me right now, just like Adebayo's name was for that one time not that long ago. Making something up, okay. So, how are you doing? I'm just talking about whatever. I had recently, well not, yeah, recently, when I say recently, I mean yesterday night, watched the Doom Patrol series finale, and I was just talking about that. Ooh, look at all this stuff right here. I mean, there's two, but it's still better than nothing. Excuse me. You're gonna make a Yiga side story and trying to figure out a side story to your side story. Okay. Literally in like over an hour and a half, I defeated what, 6 Frogs out of the 40. And well, yeah, yeah, dealing. Oh my god. How did I get there before? What am I doing? I shouldn't be climbing this. What am I doing? I need to be climbing this to get out. You're done with that? Have you found a white Lynel yet? Silver Lynel. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I have. Let's see. Lynel. Silver Lynel Macehorn. White maned Lynel. Maned Lynel Macehorn. That's a mouthful. Yeah. I think so. I'm on like what? Part 110? And oh geez. I am still nowhere near done this game. It's amazing, literally, just how much there is to do in this game. You have way more stuff in your inventory than me, and I'm trying to 100%. Well, I am a greedy individual, and I hoard everything I have. I don't really, like, fuse any of the monster parts to my arrows, even though I know I should sometimes. Let's see, like, obviously I'm trying to 100% this as well. I've done the main story, I've done all the shrines, towers, the entire depth. Like, geez, this took so long. What else did I do? Obviously I did all 1,000 Koroks. Right now I'm doing all of the mini-bosses in the game. I still have so much to do. I still have all the armors to fully upgrade. I still have the compendium, all of the Hudson construction signs, all the side quests. Obviously there's more I'm forgetting about. Oh no, that one's armored. Bruh, oh, wait, why are you used up? I didn't use you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! You got your 1,000th Korok seed last week. Finally done with that. It changed you. Nice. Did you miss any along the way? Because I did. I missed 5 Korok seeds, so it took me like 2 days to figure out where the last 5 I missed were. It's mind-blowing. Like, me playing this game for a year is coming up now, and I'm still so far away from finishing it. What the hell? Nice, just stand there and let him hit you. Okay. I didn't think that Flurry Rush would work. Man, why am I so bad at this? Tulin said, nah, you suck at this. Let me help you out. Don't shield, don't shield, you shield. You shelled. Anyways. Alright, now let's see what you said. You missed all of them at first, took you 2 weeks to find the last one? Jeez. It always seems to happen. No matter how precise you think you follow any kind of guides, you always somehow miss one. Unless that's just me. There! Stop, 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 stop! I'll take that. My shield! Well, it's not like these shields are really, like, all that useful. You're more focused on speed running Tears of the Kingdom now? Oh man. I imagine speedrunning would only be to get to the end of the story, not like 100% the game. I would love to see like what the record would be to 100% this game. Anyway, what's left? Who's next? Uh-oh. No, let me pick those up first! Wow, that only did a quarter heart damage. Well, that one piece of Zonite that flew off is gone, unless I can recall it. Nah, it's gone. You only do any percents. Huh? Hey look, a bunch of Zonite right there. Please, please, so I don't use my weapons. Yay! That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I saw something sparkle there. Alright, where's that one spot? Where's that spot I need to stamp? Is that it? Okay. If you have no idea what I'm doing, so each stamp is a mini boss, and I try to stamp like as perfectly as I can. I didn't consider you could just stamp these things, these spots to represent where a Frox is on the map. So now I got to go back and correct them. Pretty sure this one's the last one I need to go back and correct. Any percents are like going... Oh, that's what you meant. Going for the final boss with as much stuff as you need, like Paraglider. Ah. Pfft, that voice crack. Ah, that's what you meant. So, just straight up finishing the story with any percent. Does that include, like, the 4 dungeons? You know, I haven't seen how fighting Ganondorf is without fighting the... without doing the dungeons. The video closed, so now I need to find where I was in the guide again. No, just going straight towards the final boss. I have not done that yet either. So let's see here. So I did this one. So up now, damn it. Don't you just hate YouTube ads? No, I'm not gonna pay for YouTube Premium. Did I do that one yet? It's so confusing because these guides don't number them. The Talus, not Talus, the Hinox one was numbered, but not the other ones. So it makes it so much harder for me to keep track which ones I've already seen in the guide. Since the entire guide is aesthetically the same. Throughout the entire guide, it all looks the same. Okay, so I did this one. I can't even, like, skip forward, otherwise... I can't go 10 seconds forward, otherwise it's too much. Okay, so let's see. The next Frox for me to go after is, like, around this spot. Straight to Ganon is so freaking hard, I bet. Starting the game with, what? No, 4 hearts? You need to get 1 extra heart container before leaving the Great Sky Island. So you get 4 hearts, and then you just go straight to Ganon? Like, that entire wall of monsters in your way? I can only imagine. And then you're limited by your weapons as well. And then the Ganondorf fight alone, you know, without good weapons or the Master Sword. Like, Link has a death wish if he's gonna do that. Oh yeah, definitely. Breath of the Wild straight to Ganon is way more easier. Oh yeah. Dark Beast Ganon was a joke of a final boss. I should probably put on my climbing gear. Can I maybe just, like... Damn. Oh, nope, maybe. You know, I'm really worried. Playing this game for so long, like significantly longer than Breath of the Wild, even though I 100%ed Breath of the Wild 3 times, I'm really afraid, like, once I'm done playing this game and I go back to Breath of the Wild, the controls are gonna feel so alien to me. I'm gonna be like, wait, why can't I pick anything up? What? No, why aren't I able to pick up anything? Oh, right. Magnesis only lets me pick up metal objects. It's like, wait, I need to climb in the rain without any sort of non-slipping? And then it's also gonna be like, I gotta climb up this thing? I can't use Ascend? It's like, it's gonna be so weird going back to Breath of the Wild, because I'm so used to this game now. It's like me going from GTA 5 to GTA Vice City again. It's like, oh yeah, this is a older, more, like, completely different game in the franchise. It's amazing how different the two games are, and yet extremely similar at the same time. I can't fuse a rock to my stick. Oh, I should have read the message earlier. For speedrunning, though, I normally grab some extra bomb flowers because it makes the Hyrule Warriors fight way more easier. The Hyrule Warriors fight? Which fight are you talking about? The empty rush spot. Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Before you fight Ganondorf. Yeah, I remember. It was supposed to be that cutscene where the sages, like, you know, just cinematically pop up just in time. And then, you know, you have to leave them behind to deal with the bosses of all the main dungeons. Yeah, I remember which fight that was. You know, I really hope that the, you know, speaking of Age of Calamity, I really hope that the Link and Zelda and all the other characters from that game are okay, you know? Because, you know, that was a branch timeline, thanks to Terrico. They thought they dealt with Calamity Ganon. But now we know they haven't dealt with the source of the threat, being Ganondorf, far beneath the castle. I can't be the only one who was slightly disappointed. They should have an update for Age of Calamity. They should have a sequel. Now tell us the Age of Calamity story, but dealing with Ganondorf. Damn, that'd be nice. But I can't be the only one who was a little disappointed by Age of Calamity. Instead of, you know, being the actual past of these characters, it's a branch timeline. You know, Terrico caused the Nexus event. Now there's a whole branch timeline. You know, if you really think about it, wouldn't that technically mean the Zelda game, the Zelda universe has 6 timelines? Like, 2 sets of 3 are the exact same. What do I mean by that? Well, let me explain. So, we don't know concretely which timeline these games take place in. It's probably easier to say this game is the inevitable outcome for all 3 timelines. Saying the 3 timelines merged, I think is rather stupid. It's kind of rather impossible for 3 separate timelines to merge together. Anyways. But I think the Age of Calamity story is way better than Breath of the Wild. Technically, we have 7. Let me explain the 6th. Like, the 6. I don't know what you mean by the 7. Unless you're talking about what should be a branch in Skyward Sword. But regardless. So, if Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, these are inevitable outcomes in all 3 timelines, then they all play out the same. Which means in all 3 timelines, Terrico goes back in time and causes a branch, creating 3 more. So at the end of the Zelda timeline, there would technically be 6 timelines. 2 sets of 3 would be the same. So unless you mean the 7th timeline would be in Skyward Sword, where you know, Demise was defeated in the past, then yeah, I guess there technically would be 7. I did hear a theory, like, because Breath of the Wild is such a weird game to play since it references like all 3 timelines. I heard the theory like maybe Breath of the Wild and all these games take place in that unspoken, unaccounted for branch timeline in Skyward Sword. Please don't get knocked off the edge. I want your Zonite. Oh, I ping-ponged him back over. Y'all see that? Anyways. Okay, so now we wasted our time over here to harvest some more Zonite. We got that thing to deal with. But in just a moment. God, I'm tired. Oh, it was such a busy day at work also. Is that possibly better than what I have? Let me see. It is. I believe the Tears of the Kingdom in the past is a little after Skyward Sword, where Ganondorf, it fuses. Whoa. Okay, you're proposing a very you're proposing a theory. Sorry, I couldn't find the words. I believe the Tears of the Kingdom in the past is a little after Skyward Sword, where Ganondorf fuses back into the timeline after Ocarina of Time, and then separates again into its own timeline. So far into the future, they were basically fused into the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom timeline in the process. So I understood what you said for the most part. Obviously, the past in this game takes place slightly after Skyward Sword, before Minish Cap. Man, I find it so bullshit that Zonai, that Rauru, was the first king of Hyrule. Not even a Hylian? Like, what happened to Zelda's bloodline? Wouldn't they have been the first kings or royal family of Hyrule? Why did suddenly Rauru, the Zonai, become the first king? Because in my headcanon, before Nintendo essentially ruined it, the Zelda and Link in Skyward Sword, well, had kids, and then, you know, carrying royal blood. Whoever Zelda's, like, descendants were, they were the first king and queen of Hyrule. That would technically mean, like, later on, Link and Zelda have, like, a distant blood connection, but, like, let's not get into that. I mean, hey, you know, blood connection that technically ended for Wind Waker, since the Wind Waker Link shares no blood connection to any previous Link. He just happens to be a kid named Link. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need to put on some better armor. Whoops. Oh, come on! That really wasn't a shot on the eye? Okay. Oh, good. Okay, good. Stop standing in the gloom. Ooh, wait, these ones give me critical hits. And durability of plus, even better. Okay, fling me. Maybe. Nope. Oh, I tried. Anyways, let's see what you said. Technically, no, because it would take a very long time before it actually became Hyrule. Yeah, I suppose so, but then, like... I mean, now that I think about it... Sonia did say she shares a connection, a familial connection with Zelda. So technically, Sonia would be a descendant of Skyward Sword's Zelda. Think of it. Why do we have Zora, Rito, and Gerudo in the past? They had to meet and make a kingdom at some point. Well, the Gerudo always did they? People theorize Groose is the source of is the origin of the Gerudo. But the Rito is a different story. Because in Wind Waker, we learned that the Rito evolved from Zoras. Well, then again, it's like... Well, we have both Zora and Ritos in this game. I always just thought, like, you know, some... Like, a group of Zoras evolved into Ritos, and others just say Zoras. It's like, it's not that complex. One group evolved, and the other one didn't. It's not that hard. Hell, if you look at the timeline, after Link lost to Ganon in Ocarina of Time, the Zora de-evolved in Link to the Past, being more feral and aggressive. I don't care. Groose is the origin of the Gerudo. You know, that stunning red hair kind of gives it away. You better lay off my duel or I'll flatten you. You know, You know what really sucks, at least to me? I absolutely love Skyward Sword. I mean, hell, look at the controller I'm using. I love Skyward Sword. And I would love a sequel to it, but the ending of the game is just like so closed off, there is no need for a sequel. And that sucks. Damn it, I want to see more of that Link and Zelda, and hell, even Groose. But the story leaves like no purpose for a sequel. Unless, you know, for the sake of it, for the sake of making a sequel, they find a way to shoehorn in another story with those characters. But no, I love Skyward Sword, but we're just never going to get a sequel. Yeah, The Legend of Zelda Adventure of Groose. Nah, Groose said it best himself. The Adventure of Groose. That's what we need. Hell, I would pay good money if Nintendo decided to do that. They gave us a Groose spin-off that took place after the events of Skyward Sword. I'd be first in line to buy that game. Hell, give me an Age of Calamity kind of, you know, kind of spin-off slasher game where it's Groose fighting off like all the bokoblins on the surface. Man, give me that. Give me that game. Anyways, let's see here. Next Frox. Somewhere over here. I would try to buy it before it came out. I don't care if I would get arrested. You know what's nice to finally have someone to talk about Zelda games with? None of my friends is as into this stuff as I am. Oops, I should probably stand there for a little longer. It's almost pointless to heal yourself, cause enemies down here break your hearts. They don't really do damage. Which, you know, when this game came out, I thought this game was gonna be like the perfect opportunity for real callbacks to Skyward Sword. With the, you know, the freaking Sky Islands in this game, I was really what am I doing? I was really hoping to maybe see a Sky Island, and then imagine we land on a Sky Island and then the name Ruins of Skyloft pops up. God damn, you know how awesome that would have been? Such wasted potential. Or, I feel like this could have been the perfect game for Fi to come back. Yeah, she did say she would enter a sleep for eternity. But we saw that she's still active inside the Master Sword. Like, I thought it would have been so cool if at some point in this game, Fi pops out of the sword, sees Link and recognizes him as her master, yet not the same master she once knew. That you really wanted to see real tears? I would have given you Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I would have cried. You only have one friend to talk to that likes Zelda games, and we rarely talk about Zelda. Damn. At least you have one. I have zero. I have... Oh, shit. I have no one to talk to about Zelda games. I also have zero friends. Well, not zero, but I have very few friends to talk about the other stuff that I am an absolute, like, geek over. Aside from being, like, a big gamer, I'm also big into, like, other stuff. Marvel, DC, Walking Dead. I have nobody to talk to about that stuff. None of my friends are as, like, you know, obsessive over that stuff as I am, and none of my friends, literally zero, watch Walking Dead. So, Oh, man. And... hold on. Isn't it kind of crazy to think that, you know, with time travel shenanigans, Zelda went back to the distant past and became the Light Dragon? That would technically mean we had 2 Princess Zeldas at the same time. But at some point, that would mean we had 3. Remember, in the first Legend of Zelda game, and then in Zelda 2, Link went and saved a different Zelda who was asleep. And technically there would be a Light Dragon flying around somewhere, so technically during Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, there were 3 Princess Zeldas roaming around. Up. Oh my god, go! Come on, hurry up, hurry up, go, 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 go! Yes! Anyways, let's see what you said. We saw Fi in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe we had to power up the Master Sword to get Fi to be able to talk to us. And then when we entered Ruins of Skyloft, we put the Master Sword into the place we pulled the Master Sword from Skyward Sword. That would have been awesome. That would have been freaking fantastic, but Nintendo decided not to. Because they're so obsessive over, you know, not requiring anyone to play the previous game to understand. You know, Nintendo doesn't want to alienate, and let's be honest, lose profits on, you know, people feel like having to play the previous game to understand the upcoming title. Like, you don't really need to play Ocarina of Time to understand Majora's Mask. And in a way, you really don't need to know the story for Breath of the Wild to understand this. So, yeah, there was no way in hell they were going to make, like, such big connections to Skyward Sword, requiring gamers to play Skyward Sword before playing this game. There was just no way, and that sucks. You fucking love Walking Dead? Sweet. We technically had two Zelda games, like the entire Zelda series. Unlike Zelda, I'm the only one of my friends who freaking loves Walking Dead. They're so obsessive of new players. If anything, that would increase the copies of the old games. Fair enough. But yeah, like, I'm the only one who actually watches Walking Dead out of all my friends. Previously, I think last time I played this, I mentioned some bullshit that you might be triggered to hear. Okay, so let me tell you the story. Literally, just recently, I said exactly all this. I said that I have damn near nobody to talk to about the stuff I'm into. None of my friends... Well, no. I said that, like, because there's so much stuff I watch... if I were to recommend some stuff I watch to my friends, I would also, like, feel like I need to recommend other stuff so that my friends would understand what's going on. For example... excuse me. For example, Loki is a really good show. I love the Loki show. But if I were to recommend it to my friends, I feel like I would also have to recommend the first Avengers film, Infinity War, and Endgame. If I were to recommend, what are the shows that I watched? If I were to recommend, like, Peacemaker, because that's a really good show as well, I would also have to recommend the Suicide Squad film, since it's basically a follow-up to that. And then I also said, there are a couple of shows I've watched and I could recommend that requires no background knowledge, no prior knowledge, or like, you know, nothing to watch beforehand. And I said stuff like Invincible, Doom Patrol, Walking Dead. And a friend of mine was watching. He heard that, and what does he go and do? He starts watching Walking Dead. And well, literally the moment he started, nothing but complaints. He watches episode 1, and he tells me, like, bro, this is so boring. Why are they just in the car talking about women? I'm just like... He's talking about the scene at the beginning of episode 1 where Rick and Shane are talking about Lori and Rick in a fight, and Carl hears it. And wow, this is a big spot. I was joking around, but I was also kind of being serious. Like, bruh, are you one of the people who's had TikTok rot your patience and, you know, and what's the other term? And attention span? Like, did you want Subway Surfer to play underneath that scene? Like, listen to the goddamn scene, okay? It's only talking about love in the car because it's character lore. I, for one, enjoy those moments. I'm not kidding. I like moments, you know, if it's written well. Because if it's written well, it's not boring. I like moments where characters are just talking and, you know, developing. We learn about the characters. But that's not how the world works these days. These days, if it's not all action, CGI, fight scenes, then it's deemed boring and not worth their time. So my friend starts watching Walking Dead. Nothing but complaints to start off. Because, you know, that boring scene of Rick and Shane in the car. And then, you know, blah, blah, blah. He moves on. He finishes Season 1. And then he texts me after he finishes Season 1. He finishes Season 1 in, like, a whole day. And then he texted me, like, bruh, why is Season 2 12 episodes long? When Season 1 was only 1 episode. What? My bad. When Season 1 was only 6 episodes. And then I told him, like, bro, do you not know what era of television you're watching? Did you forget in the 2010s that seasons of television had anywhere between 12 to like 24 episodes? It's not like the shows we have now, where, you know, they're made for like streaming. It's like anywhere from 6 to like 12 episodes per season. Like, did you forget what era of television you're watching? And he also tells me that, okay, first of all, he tells me that he isn't sure if he wants to continue. You might ask why. Well, I also said before that I know if I were to recommend Walking Dead to some friends, they're gonna see 11 seasons, they're gonna be like, hell no, I'm not watching 11 goddamn seasons, fuck that. And that's exactly what he said. I don't know if he heard me when I said that, and he said that back to me just to spite me, or if I was spot on in my prediction, and he exactly said that. He saw there were 11 seasons after finishing Season 1, and he's just like, nope, you're only getting 1 season out of me. Wait, nope, this is a good chance. Wait! I'm fumbling my buttons. This is a good chance for me to get a sneak strike. So aside from... Never mind, forget the sneak strike. Aside from, you know, 11 seasons being daunting, which I get it, it's 11 seasons. 11 seasons is a lot. So aside from 11 seasons being a turn-off for him, he also said he knows Glenn dies. So he kind of doesn't want to watch because he knows Glenn dies, and I'm just like, well, that's your fault for not watching as the show aired. Well, at least that explosion dealt with their armor. So I don't know if he's going to watch the rest of the show or not. Every time I see Glenn die, I cry. He's seriously the best character. He was. He was an amazing character. Anyways, you were the opposite. When you started watching, you couldn't stop watching. Me neither. When I started watching the show, I just could not stop. I remember the peak, the hype that was like season 5. You know, when it was rated like the best television show on television. What? Pfft, the best show on TV. You have horrible attention span and you love those moments? Nice. I guess I'm the weird one, but I need more than 11 seasons? Well, we're getting that with the spin-offs, aren't we? And, well, I can promise you one thing. If my friend does decide to continue the show, he's gonna quit because of Season 2. I can guarantee you. My friend's gonna watch Season 2, he's gonna be like, bro, this is boring as fuck, I'm not watching this. I can guarantee you. And no matter how many times I would warn him, like, bro, just keep watching. Yes, the show's not perfect. It's had its ups and downs. You know, like the Savior arc was dragged out a little bit. But still, it's an amazing show. Amazing may be praising it a little too much, but still, I like the show. I love the show. Yeah, I can guarantee you guys, if my friend watches Season 2, he is gonna quit because of Season 2. Don't you guys think it's hilarious, like, Season 2 being one of the most, would you even consider Season 2 one of the most disliked seasons? I guess. Don't you guys find it hilarious Season 2 of all seasons spawned so many memes? Let me tell you something. And also the, what is that? What is that? There's spin-offs? Fuck, I didn't... What? You didn't know there were spin-offs? Your big complaint is you feel kind of gets not zombie enough after Season 3. I guess. The show did kind of move on from the biggest threat being the undead to the biggest to the biggest threat being the living. You know, if the apocalypse ever were to happen, you would think, like, strangely enough, in a perfect world, if the apocalypse happens, humans, people would just come together. Instead of fighting, we would be like, ooh, this world is already, you know, dead. We are so close to extinction, we're all trying to survive. Let's join our groups together. More power in numbers. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not how the world would work. The apocalypse happens, it would play out pretty much how the show depicts it. There would be different groups, wars would break out, you know. We would likely have cannibals too. So, as much as I would like to think that if the apocalypse were to happen, we would band together regardless of our differences, yeah, that's not happening. In the real world, that's not what's gonna happen. Anyways, now that we've cleared this place out, it's time to harvest. Time to help ourselves to a nice, healthy dose of Zonite. If the apocalypse happened, they most likely die from the apocalypse. We would die from ourselves. Man, I'm really afraid if the zombie apocalypse ever does happen. People would look to me just because I watched the damn show. Man, if I was a leader, I'd get us all killed. That's the honest truth. I swear to God, zombie apocalypse happens, everyone's like, you watched The Walking Dead? What do we do? You watched the TV show. You know the best way to survive. I'm just like, bruh. It was a TV show. Okay, it was fiction. It's like, you know what to do. You saw how characters survive. What do we do? Where should we go? Like, how do we survive? It's like, bro, I will get you killed if you follow my advice. If I was a leader, I would get us killed in the next 2 minutes. Well, anyways. A healthy dose of arrows for breakfast. Oh, yeah. Did you seriously not know there were Walking Dead spin-offs? Like, for real? Like, even if you didn't know about Dead City, Daryl Dixon, and The Ones Who Live, surely you should have known about, like, Fear the Walking Dead, right? You did not? Like, you have to have at least known about Fear, right? That show was not good. But still, you should have at least known it existed, right? It was good? Oh, I completely misread that. There were 3 words on screen and I misread it. You heard of Fear the Walking Dead. Is it good? Jesus. You know what's not good? My ability to read. I need to pour myself some more water. I'm doing a lot of talking. It was good up until season 3. It had Dave Erickson as the showrunner for the first 3 seasons, and then season 4 and onward, the show sucked because they changed showrunners, and those showrunners have been absolutely the worst showrunners I've ever seen since Eric Wallace took over The Flash. I don't know if I have dyslexia. You know, a lot of times I would read things, aside from reading things just flat out wrong, I would see a number and I would say it backwards. I think one time I read, like, I saw the number say 59. My friend was next to me and I said out loud 95. Sometimes that happens in my head too. I'm reading a number and in my head I read it backwards. It's like, why did you cut the dummy? It cost us $3,500. $5,300 for a dummy? Yeah, that's me. You know you have dyslexia and dyscalcia. I don't want to make fun of that, but it kind of, to me, it just sounds like lacking calcium. I don't know what that one is. Yes! Use this up first so it can recharge. Oh! Master Sword's already done for. What should I use next? Man, you saw— oh shit. You saw how many times my my weapon got wasted there? dyscalculia is dyslexia, but for math. I feel like a lot of people would say that since math is just so hard. Alright, where is that spot I need to stamp? Or not stamp, but... Oh yeah, stamp. Stamp is the right word. I see a bomb. That's not a bomb! I thought that was a bomb. That's a piece of zonite. Don't worry, I didn't forget the stamp. Let me just pick up some goodies first. And also, kill these things. I need to re-grind on some zonite. Because I stupidly, like, just wasted all my zonite. Come on, come on. You guys should be able to... Your Wi-Fi's being, like, shitty again. What did you say? I said I need to regrind for some zonite? Which part did it cut off? Let's see. I need to... Where's that spot? There it is. I see it. It just blends in so well with the background. Cut off a minute ago. Well, I didn't really say much that was important. I've been playing this for 2.5 hours. It may say like an hour, just over an hour for you. That's because I crashed not long ago. Well, not long ago. I crashed an hour ago. Like the stream crashed. So that's why it's not saying like 2.5 hours. Whoops. Good enough. Okay, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on here for, just because I'm quite tired. It was a busy day at work today. Maybe I'll do this one Frox, then I use my amiibos, and then I get out of here. What time is it for you? It's 12:03 a.m. for me. (10 p.m. for you? Nice. So it's still somewhat early for you. Oh my god, it's just too much to pick up in the depths. Look, I look, and there's more to pick up. Oh, and there's more to do as well. But first, got more pose to pick up. Oh my god, there's even more. You ever feel like there's just too much to do in the depths? You look in one direction, and then there's just like 1,000 things to do. no, I cannot resist. I must go pick up the pose. I have 6,000 of them I'm never gonna use, but I must have more. It's like money. Even if I'm not gonna use it, more money is better. And I see that thing right there too. You're playing Breath of the Wild and the Guardian music still gives you nightmares? Man, I miss the Guardians. Feels like you feel like the too much to do is, you feel like Tears of the Kingdom's flaw is there's too much to do. I can't disagree with you. Breath of the Wild already had quite a lot to do. In this game, they essentially said, let's triple that with an entire freaking new map that's the size of the entire overworld, and then all of this stuff as well. They essentially tripled the stuff to do from Breath of the Wild, and that game was already massive as is. You know what's crazy to think? In the trailers for this game, they barely showed the depths. They showed more of the Sky Islands, when arguably the depths are more to this game than the Sky Islands are. Tears of the Kingdom made me spoiled with open world. Yeah. I am not wasting any hit on that 1 HP enemy. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Try that shit on me now. At least I didn't get shocked. See, if this was Breath of the Wild, I would use my remote bombs. My infinite remote bombs on Keese. Not in this game. In this game, I have to wait until the sages take care of them. Because I ain't wasting a hit on a 1 HP enemy. Oh yeah, this is a this is what the hero looks like. Just lets his goons take care of all the work. Okay, unbelievable. All you sages couldn't take down 1 Keese. So good to be able to use stasis again. Yeah, I definitely do miss some of the Sheikah runes. But Ultra Hand is arguably like an improvement overall, where you can pick up anything in the game, rather than just being able to pick up only metal weapons, or not weapons, metal objects. Wait, hold on. What should I use on these guys? Yeah, I may as well just use this. In fact. Don't you dare, don't you dare. Okay. I don't care if we lose rewind for stasis. Stasis is so freaking fun. It definitely did make some things like a little tedious. Like you had to do the stasis perfectly to launch it to exactly where you wanted. Sometimes some of those things were a little tedious. But it was still fun nonetheless. Did you also question some of the stuff in this game, like why it didn't really make sense from the first game? Kind of like how none of the NPCs recognize Link, like Kilton. The reason I thought is like this game I think takes place around like 8 years in universe after Breath of the Wild, and Link was just like a customer to Kilton, so he probably doesn't remember. It's like, you ask me, a customer I had 8 years ago? Yeah, you crazy if you think I'm gonna remember. Yeah, I may as well use up this weapon first. I see the spot I need to stamp. Man, that is intimidating. You just see like darkness in front of you, and then that darkness moves. That'd be pretty scary. No, it's been confirmed to be around 4 years ahead of Breath of the Wild, and Link can officially have a beer in Tears of the Kingdom. Pretty sure he can technically have a beer in Breath of the Wild. He's over 100. Do they even have alcohol in Hyrule? That's the real question we need to ask. The question you must ask is... Wait, no, what would I say for Shang Tsung's phrase in that game? I know you were asking yourself, can Link drink? But the real question you must ask is there alcohol in Hyrule? I'm also a big Mortal Kombat fan. Stop wasting this weapon on not the weak spots! God, I hate that about the frogs. Their ridges just take so many hits off of your... Oh god! I thought I had my paraglider out. Just take so many hits off of your weapons. In Gerudo, they have alcohol. And yes, I do absolutely love me some Mortal Kombat. Come on, come on, come on, come on. One more hit, or two more. Yes! Just in time for the sword to break too. I honestly could have used that sword way more if it wasn't hitting anywhere but the spots that do damage. I think that's a good spot to, like, call it, at least for doing the frogs. I'm just gonna use up all my amiibos before I end. Because, you know, it's past midnight for me, and if I don't play this tomorrow for whatever reason, I could have at least used the amiibos for the day. That's what I typically do anyways. Before I end, I do my amiibos. Or, sometimes, if that's not the case, then I start by doing the amiibos. Well, at least me doing all these frogs is good for me grinding some Zonite. And there has not been a blood moon yet, so I don't need to go and do that King Gleeok just yet. Okay, that's enough frogs for today. How many frogs did I do? Did I do like 8? Is that 8 Gleeoks? 8 frogs I did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did 9 frogs today. Wow, in over 2 hours I only did 8 frogs, but then again I did mess up with the stampings. My map is an absolute mess. Alright, so before I end, I'm literally just gonna use all my bin of amiibos right here. Because, you know, free stuff. And also good weapons to use against these bosses. I also really need to pee, because I've been sitting here for nearly 3 hours and just drinking water. Is there a bug on this tree? Nope. Ah, it's amoebin time. Money. By the way, is my Master Sword... Nope. I was wondering, like, does it need to recharge? Nope. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I don't know if you're still watching. I hope you enjoyed me just, like, goofing off in this game. Yeah, that's basically what I do here. I just play, and that's about it. You know what normally happens is I sit here for like 3 hours and I play for nobody. Nobody watches me because I am a nobody. But that's fine. You know, that's not the point. The point is I just play this for fun. If someone watches, great. If not, then it is what it is. By the way, just how am I doing with arrows? 932. Iron Shroom, yes. And I'm tired. Why? Whoa! All rock salt. And look at that, perfectly, like, perfectly aligned as well. All of them in the same position. Great for breaking rocks, I bet. And you know what kind of bosses we're dealing with right now? The kind where you have to break the rocks to kill. Yeah, I'm too tired. I'm just gonna use up these amiibos and then call it. I'm not even gonna sell the armors or go for the fish. Also, I really gotta pee. Damn, we didn't get any good weapons through the amiibos today. Or in this part, like right now. Damn it. Okay, and that's the last of the amiibos. Ah, I'm so tired. 12:25 a.m. Okay. I have to pee really badly. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye now.